Welcome to the Hidden Orchard podcast. On this podcast, we will explore the deeper concepts from the intersection of Jewish wisdom, the New Testament, and science. We will bring you fascinating insights from the ancient and modern sources, all with the goal of improving and getting the most out of life. Visit our website at thehiddenorchard.com to subscribe to our newsletter and get more information like this. Now, today's episode. In Hebrew, the word ruach means wind, spirit, or even breath. In the opening passages of Genesis, we read, "The earth being unformed and void, with darkness over the surface of the deep, and a wind from God sweeping over the water." That's Genesis 1, verse 2. An academic translation renders this word as wind, though Rabbi Shlomo Yitzhak, also known as Rashi, tells us here the word is a reference to the Spirit of God. Not only in Hebrew, but in Latin, we see the word spirit and breath are also connected through the word Spīro, to breathe, also Spiritus. We can clearly see in this word the etymological root to the word respiratory. If you're familiar with the article about the levels of the soul on the website, thehiddenorchard.com, you'll remember that the ruach is also the level of the human soul that corresponds to our emotional center, also known as the heart. Genesis tells us that human life was given through the breath of the Creator. Elaborating upon this imagery, the Zohar depicts the ruach as the breath that is blown through a glassblower's tube into a body. Therefore, the ruach is a kind of dynamic and active conduit, bringing the lower level of our soul up to the higher. This reveals a deep and ancient connection between spirituality and breathing. Perhaps this is the reason why meditation is one of the most common and oldest practices to enter altered states of consciousness. If we fail to balance our emotions, allowing ourselves to get swept up, we can fall from our present spiritual level. This brings an occlusion of light, in other words, intuition, that we would get from our connection to the Creator. One of the quickest ways to restore emotional balance is to bring our attention to our breathing. A slower respiratory rate moves us from the sympathetic into the parasympathetic nervous system, causing us to relax. Knowing this, then, we should strive to manage our breath as a first step before prayer, study, and meditation. Additionally, if you're familiar with our article on Spīro, or the concepts in general, Rav Ginsburg states that the respiratory system is connected to the highest Sephira, Keter. He writes, "Breathing is an expression of the soul's innate desire to ascend and go beyond its conscious self into the realm of its superconscious link to God." If you visit the website, thehiddenorchard.com, you will see a quick breathing exercise. I'll describe this now, but you'll want to visit the site and look up this article so you can use this image for visualization. To get started, we'll be using a slight modification to the Navy SEAL box breathing method, which is really a 4-step process of breathing. But in our example, we will use the 4-letter name of God in accordance. Simply close your eyes and envision the first of the 4 letters in front of you, the Yud. Here, you will pause, neither inhaling or exhaling, for 4 counts. At the end of the 4 counts, you'll move to the first Hey in the letters of the name of God, and you will inhale for 4 counts, slowly. At the end of this 4 counts, you will then move to the Vav, again holding your breath for the count of 4. Whether this is 4 seconds or 4 counts of your own, don't get too hung up on the details. It's really just a matter of pausing your breath and kind of bringing your focus. At the end of the 4 counts from the Vav, you begin a 4-count exhalation as you envision the last Hey of the 4-letter name of God. And this process can be repeated as many times as you want for 30 to 60 seconds or even minutes. It's really up to you. It depends on what you're doing. But you can use this to bring down anxiety, to calm yourself, to center, to focus yourself, to begin a new task, like we discussed, meditation or prayer or study. I hope this is useful, and as always, you can visit the website to get a visual of this breathing pattern that you can print out to make it easier for you if you're not familiar with the Hebrew. I hope you enjoyed today's episode. For more information like this, again, visit our website, thehiddenorchard.com. Sign up for our weekly newsletter and look out for other articles posted there throughout the weeks. Reach out to us and let us know what you think of the show. Until next time, have a great week.